behind it, right? Like whenever I see like a Mirana SD combo on one side, currently, how do you justify picking the Mirana over something like a Warlock? So I want to see this Mirana justified. I want to see some disruptions into arrows. I want to see some plays from her and the SD in unison. Besides that, I feel like this game is kind of clear cut. You're waiting for your Abaddon to get his Radiance, and you're playing off of Primal Beast until then. Are a bit greedy, by the way, on Radiant, I gotta say, on OG, because your Brew is as well probably will be buying something like Midas into Axe.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, we'll see how greedy he does out to go this game here for Nico. See if they potentially run into Kataomi as well. Both sides smoke's gonna pop. So they don't get that opportunity just yet to be able to start with the banish into the arrow. Have to wait a little bit longer for the punch that they drafted with. They're really still gonna contest the rune. Okay. Oh, they got the disruption.
No arrow though.
Scam. Yeah, I guess for the lane maybe. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
maybe if he started with the arrow, they could have went in, but the Impale was there to protect the Jakiro. It seemed like they would lose a lot of their time, so they are blocking top quite nicely. Creeps should go under the tower because of that. I think they're still all right.
How is this lane for the Brewmaster? I know we were speaking, we got a couple of Brew games in that first series, and we were mentioning some of the lane counters that we were looking at in regards to carries to play into him. Would you rank TA up there as one of the more difficult ones for the Brew, or is this manageable?
She's difficult for any hero. There aren't many heroes that are actually that great versus TA, and Brew SD are alright because of its Brew plus SD, and you get illusions from TA to hit her. But in general, I feel like Brew should be alright. Like, it's not a lane that he will win, but it is a lane in which he will find sufficient farm to get like level 6. He won't be zoned out and stuck on level 4 minute 8, you know. Okay. He will find farm, or should at least on paper.
See how other side lane then shapes up here with Miro. Once again, it's going to be another MOUZ. Just intrigued on, like you were mentioning, you know, the value that we're going to see from the Mirana and what this hero can kind of provide. It's got double Fairy Fire. That's a bunch of extra damage to be able to play the harassing game inside this lane. Kataomi, actually, we got our first blood top. So there we go, early on. I don't actually... Yeah, okay, it looks like they did have the level 2 already from Nico's. They went for the kill, so just with that advantage. And now they're going to have a bunch of extra gold as well.
Yeah, SD can really set things up very nicely, and Jakiro is a slow hero. If you're out of position, that's exactly what can happen, even without level 2 on Tim's. Very nice.
Bottom lane, spear back, Natsumi. Oh, that's a big shield. They actually got Viero in the end, so Natsumi, I mean, definitely not happy with dying as the carry. He's not going to miss too much. Who's going to actually win out? Skem is got a full wave on top of him. They will both live to tell the tale. Save's going to have to make the long trip back to base.
But I think he started with double Fairy Fire on Mirana, right? So he was able to
yes, he did.
Just trade the way he did. It's kind of a cool approach because Mirana has a really good attack animation and a lot of damage early on with high range. So you can trade versus most supports, and Lion truly isn't the best trading support this early on.
With maybe some less action on the side lanes at the moment, we can speak about mid, and GPK has opted for the more lane orientated build with the 2 points in the dagger. We see Yopaj is currently struggling at the moment, 6-1 compared to the 18 and 9. And like you said, Bedboom, you know, this is a team that works. It's always through GPK, and he is, of course, arguably one of the better laning mids out there. There is not many that are able to beat him inside the lane.
As a team, I think they have always been known as a laning team, right? Like they pick drafts sometimes that looked very manageable, that look like you can play against, but they dominate the lanes so heavily that it doesn't really matter. So far, when it comes to lane domination, I guess it's only mid. It is really, I mean, this is 6 last hits on Yopash, my boy. I think he needs to jungle or something already. Get some stacks for this primal.
But why is he not cutting?
Probably because of the Shadow Strike level 2 and it's hard to get there. Does he even have boots? He doesn't have boots. It's hard to cut.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if you still could cut against the clock.
Maybe.
We've seen...
Yeah, but without, it's hard. Especially if there's like a rotation coming from a line TPing. You have no boots. It's hard. Plus, keep in mind that Klopp can also just keep the lane equilibrium and connect as well. It's hard. Like cutting mid is harder than it seems. You know, if the enemy mid laner is on point, and even when you cut, you get a little bit. You don't get a lot out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're still missing one wave, the one that is already in the mid when you're cutting.
Ooh. Swinging a miss there with the arrow from Skem. Meanwhile, Yopaj he's had enough of mid, so he feels if it's too difficult to cut. And if I can't stay mid, then I may as well try and have some impact elsewhere. Unfortunately, he's not going to find that down bottom. Tim's is wanting to make sure that they don't give anything up for free, trying to soak some experience here with the mid lane. Definitely not a bad support to give experience over to, but then it does mean that you're leaving the Bruce solo versus TA and Jakiro, which is not too fun of a time for him now either.
Not too fun of a time, but he's level 4, double bracer boots. Very unlikely that they can kill him.
Mid lane?
Oh boy.
Well, there's a big reason why you pick Queen of Pain. You're mentioning this lane matchup. Absolutely, compared to some of the other heroes, like you are going to body the Primal Base and GPK. Quick use of the Sonic Wave with level 6. He's now going to have the Power Rune as well to work with by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're rotating both of the supports, Lion and Jakiro. Arcane Rune will be picked up by Sig. At least Quap doesn't get it. It's like a silver lining here. It's not much, but it's honest work from the Mirana.
For Yopaj. Tough game. Well, of course, we are going to bottom lane, actually. Yeah, nice spear back. The Glyph actually did keep the creeps alive long enough, so Natsumi actually doesn't really take that much damage on the tower.
Yeah, that was actually a very good play. The wave was under the tower anyway, right? So there were a lot of creeps to take aggro away from the Abaddon. He will try to contest the Wisdom Shrine. I don't know, Mirana is around. Maybe they could do this, but with the spear, with the Quap being as big as she is, and the TP available, yeah, this is... It would have been very dangerous.
This rating going to be able to find their own, of course, with Tim's getting that. What is it build at the moment that Nico's got queued up? So it's going to be double bracer into the Midas. Midas again, of course, but just a question of... well, we saw the urn, right? From Jabs and that the double bracer 2 slowing it down. There are a bunch of stacks as well that have been made from Tim's. See when Yopaj can get it. I think they probably smoke him up, right? And
yep. Trample.
Stack.
Could be a good way to take the stacks soon enough. Minute 8 rune though will be there for Quap, and that also means that she has rune plus Sonic Wave to work with. It's a shield rune too, so someone is gonna get Dowen most likely very soon.
Scam?
Nice couple of leads.
Okay. Yeah, so my concerns is like, how do you play now through this Mirana SD? Because you don't particularly have an off... I mean, we're waiting for the level 6 on Nico, and then maybe this is going to be able to turn around. Yopaj by then as well could have 6, and he does just get it. resource is going to be something that's a bit of a problem, so he'll have to go back to base, but it does leave mid vulnerable. Skem's going to do a good job to drag the wave off the tower, though.
I think at this point, asking how do we play around Shadow Demon and Mirana is maybe a little bit unfair towards the Mirana and SD because they don't have a mid laner, right? Like, they don't have the Primal Beast to play around, so there's only so much you can do as a support duo. They do have Brew, like you mentioned, with the split now available as well.
Okay, so they'll hit the smoke a little bit easier here with the Disseminate. 3 points in it, along with the Cinder Brew. Paj be happy with a bunch of the experience.
Doesn't really get... I mean, he did get something, but it's not like a massive influx of gold or XP for him, considering they shared it 3 ways.
I mean, to go back to what you mentioned before about it being a little bit unfair for the supports, I understand, but it's like...
Top.
You okay, hold that. There's a split of the game, so this is what we're looking for here for OG. A possibility for them to run Kirichi down. GPK is going to mirror the movement. They even have Natsumi come through the portal as well, but the shield's going to be important to try and keep Yopaj alive, and that's enough. But meanwhile as well, Kiritich also doesn't die. And now Nico, once he pops out, the arena's going to be waiting for Miro. He's got the spear as well, but the damage is somewhat lacking. Is anyone going to die? Okay.
Hard to get any kills off with maxed out Shadow Strike or level 3 Shadow Strike when we were playing versus Abaddon as well, right? Like, just shield after shield after shield. Also, TA surviving was really lucky for Kirtish. He had a very fat wand to work with, so he was able to heal up a little bit. And by the way, it's because of himself that he does survive, as he realized that he needed to kill the Fire Panda. Follow me?
Big kill. Yopaj going to get the damage. Yeah, but he's not going to get it, and now he's going to die as well. Even gets a bit of aggressive tip from Kataomi with some voice lines as well. They don't forget that this OG lineup, in particular Nico, they're one that like to use the voice lines. Meanwhile, importantly, bottom lane, Natsumi as well. So not only one kill onto a core, but a second one as well, slowing down the Abaddon's game, and importantly, that Radiance.
They're really playing this laning stage very nicely. They didn't die to the first Primal split. They completely shut down the Primal Beast. And the kill on Abaddon, arguably the hardest hero to make on the map, right? We also get that one.
By the looks of it, it will require 2 heroes though to TP back down bottom to defend their tower. So Kiritich has done his role. .404 build. No points in the meld from Kiritich. What a good game so far. It's going to be the Deso Blink BKB. Crazy, pretty stock standard. We've got another action rune as well for the Queen of Pain. But yeah, with unfortunately Yopaj having a bit of a rough one. Looks like it's going to be a bit slow for Radiant and their ability to play through. It's really off the back of the ultimate, to be honest, on Nico. So this is up and ready to go. Do you want to see them head back to top? I mean, the line is drawn at the moment. We saw what happened previously. They were close to getting kills. Do you want to see them make the attempt again?
I think that's the only tower, only objective that they can force without it being extremely obvious. I mean, I'm sure that they know what's going on the other side as well. But they have split. They will move through the twin...
oh, this is awkward. Hang on a second. Natsumi popped out of the portal, but he's got the ultimate still. Doesn't get a bunch of health back. He's going to be able to stay alive. Tim's nice timing on the banishment. Yopaj going to be in with the TP as well.
Arena?
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to onslaught away. I thought maybe more heroes would TP down. They're a little bit too late. It's an arrow into it. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Moonlight. It expired, though. But It doesn't matter. Ring around the rosy. Yopaj, unfortunately, not enough trees to be able to continue dancing by.
Tipping the support in the end. Now he does have dusts in the inventory. You know, it happens. I mean, they missed a kill on Abaddon because of detection. They could have perhaps used the arena. They knew where he was disrupted. Like, they could have used the arena earlier to catch Abaddon and the Primal. But okay, they still do get a kill on Primal. They miss out on a bigger kill, but still a very good fight for Bad Boom. What was wrong with that fight is honestly the fact that it was bottom for OG. Because this Brewmaster hero does not want to leave top. He doesn't want to TP bottom. He wants to continue farming. He's got the Midas. He's going for Axe. He wants to get it as fast as possible. They could have maybe forced top instead of moving bottom. Yeah. Top lane.
Yeah, speaking of Nico, a little bit of harass, making sure he doesn't feel too safe. So a bit of concerning sign considering he's the same level as Kataomi as well. If they give the wisdom over to him, it's going to be okay. How's my Europage looking? Oh yeah, tough game.
Don't Google. Don't Google Primal Beast Network.
Do you like the current setup they have of the map with Skem down bottom along with Yopaj here? Because you're mentioning if, like, they're going to do anything, it's kind of around top with the Primal Beast as well. Sorry, with the Brewmaster.
It depends on the resources, truly. It's not something that is like set in stone. Brewmaster was really low. He was farming the stacks, so he couldn't really do a lot anyway. So they decided to fight bottom, or at least stay bottom. In the meanwhile, now when Brew goes top, maybe they can rotate the supports as well. But keep in mind that Brew right now is also happy. This is a very... It's not a passive hero, but until Aghanims plus level 12, I feel like your power is... Like, you're good if you have ulti, but it's not your power spike. Your power spike is really the Ags. So, if you can dodge fights, you will dodge them and just continue farming.
It's not going to be able to dodge enough. Tower will go down. This one is unfortunately unable to move. A bit easier for Betboom to get an objective. We'll give time for OG to drop a deep absorb. They might run into Kataomi once he's trying to reconnect to this top lane. So should be. We got anything for it? We do. Tim's going to get the banishment off at the last second. Well, Yopaj wants to come in and yoink the kill as well. He's like, come on, guys. I've had a pretty rough game. One for one, though. We do see Skem went down around the mid lane.
That's a blink, by the way, on Primal.
Oh, Miero. Hang on a second. Pretty quick on the fingers with the arena. And Tim's running to the speed. Miro's actually going to... No! Oh. Oh, he's laughing.
You know what happened there as well? The blink was flying to the Primal, so he didn't have it just yet. If he has the blink, he just blinks on top of the Mars and that's it. Like, they get him. Instead, he's fighting versus 3 heroes and gets a kill. And the funny.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Now the tower, very methodical with the objectives going down now. They're going to try and control the high ground, which is a little bit more difficult. Now with that blink, it's got an easy time to be able to set up for some of the arrows. They do use split. So really the death is not too bad. You committed a decent amount there.
Yeah, absolutely not bad. Primal good, like, polarizes, short cooldown. It's not really a big deal, but the split definitely is very long.
Kiritich is getting goddamn rich as well. Finally actually left this top side of the map. Speaking of top, with GPK and save Nether, looking like it's going to be an easy kill onto Nico. This time they're going to have the vision here. And the shadow not going to prove to be a problem.
Mid lane.
And we look for another. Scam is going to tick up to the Macropire. Looks like he will do so. Now there was going to be a response from OG. But they got the damages with these two heroes currently. Natsumi is going to start to swing over towards the mid lane as well. You saw that GPK was ready to maybe answer the call. Even Kiritich as well is seeing an opportunity. And they're just going to have to sacrifice Tim. So we're up to a 5,000 net worth lead now for Bedboom.
It's 19-minute mark, right? Like the TA has her first Dazzle charges. She's got the Blink Dazzle, which basically means the next fight for them should be around the Tormentor, straight into the Rosh bit after. However, Brew is almost level 12 and almost has Axe. Abaddon?
From lane. Oh, Natsumi just got the borrow type of the last second. What perfect positioning from OG as well. Yopaj. Oh, he's kind of catching up a little bit. The net worth isn't looking too bad, and those kills are without a doubt going to help out.
He tried to zap him with the finger, right? Like he tried to kill him through the ulti. Just wasn't not quite enough damage right there to take down Abaddon before borrow time procced. A couple of really big kills, like you said. Not only the net worth is it back on Primal, but now they also have the split. They have the Aghanims flying out for the Brew. Tormentor is up, so they can actually take this fight. They can contest. They just need to be there on time. Seeing that tier 1 top is already up, if they want to contest, they need to go straight away. But I feel like, yeah, they're late. They are late. They're not there.
Who's going to be rewarded with a shard? It's the save.
It's pretty good shard, right? Like, probably better shard than the one on Jakiro. Both are good, but on mine it's pretty damn good. You want to buy it.
Especially with the facet. They're going to go Tormentor into bottom. Natsumi's going to activate the borrow timer early on, but he's not going to be able to retreat away. So he's kind of stuck inside the lane. Now, OG are nearby, ready to respond with a couple of their heroes. But it's going to be a 4v5 fight. They'll attempt over towards the Queen of Pain with a Pulverize. It's enough setup for the arrow. And they're doing a great job to control Kiritich as well. Cycloned up into the air, so Kiritich is a non-factor in this fight. He does blink away. But Save is going to be next. That's Ren down as well. Nico's still got a decent amount of this Brewmaster ultimate too. He's still going to be able to cyclone off the Templar Assassin once again. And maybe they can look towards Kiritich afterwards. So unable to stop the blink. They do get the slow. But they don't want to continue to go forward. Very nice fight for OG on the back foot.
Only 2 heroes were alive, by the way. Yeah, sure, it's a tier 1 tower, but I feel like they could have maybe rent. Instead, they will lose the Shadow Demon instead. Because they started retreating, right? Like a very nice kickoff, of course. 5 Euro once again. Nice catch. I think they missed... the fight was okay-ish for OG, considering they lost Abaddon. But I think they missed the opportunity to fight with the Ags next to the Tormentor. And they also missed the opportunity to just kill the TA.
Some opportunities that you can't go begging though, but still regardless you're going to be happy. And losing the SD makes, you know, maybe that exchange not as valuable. It still is something, but unfortunately you're not in a position to contest Roshan. You're close to the BKB on Yopaj, but not close enough, so the Aegis will now be in the hands of Kiritich.
Missed opportunity to kill her while she didn't have Aegis or BKB, because that's going to be up in the next fights. So the fight actually changes a little bit, because right now TA is either cycloned or completely zoned out of the fight. Once the BKB is there, she actually just stands her ground and kills the Fire Panda. Until level 15 on Brewmaster, I think she can kill it very quickly, because he doesn't have the 600 Ruling's health talent yet. After 15, it's a bit easier for Brew, but it does give them a couple of minutes where their heroes are stronger on Bedboom.
GPK. Oh, Yopaj with the BKB to enter the teamfight, but doesn't get the Pulverizing. Kiritich also blinks away. A disastrous start for OG, and now this fight, there's no way you take it. Yopaj Who's going to be the recipient of the arena spear combination? Everything used to deal with the primal beast, and this is up front
They can
of the
chase.
T2 towers as well, and they don't want the objectives because they see the opportunity to go for a couple more kills. Now OG, they're kind of standing nearby, but the arrow is going to be a swing and a miss. Goes past all of them. Nico does get the ultimate off. It's a nice Earth Spike to hold back some of the members. Will get Betboom an opportunity to reevaluate.
Yeah, another fight. They used the split, by the way.
Nico. Can they go? Okay.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This fight, I know I said that Betboom looked a bit stronger, but this fight wasn't really about them being stronger. It was about OG just missing with their spells, right? A very early VKB from Primal, just not connecting onto anyone. Unfortunately for him, Betboom was just ready, and they reacted too quickly. Top lane, haste.
Is under attack.
And mid lane, can they do anything? I don't know. Of course, I didn't see anyone else TP. I don't know if they saw Mira in that top lane as well. They are pinging Kiritich out.
He's got BKB Aegis and Blink.
They're still trying to set something up here, though, on OG. They're not happy with giving over these 3 towers, but they're going to force a fight now with Betboom starting. A quick and easy kill onto the Shadow Demon. They do get the pulverized combination. The damage can be enough to secure the kill onto Miro. They're lacking a little bit until Natsumi steps in, but now you compromise your positioning because everyone else is in danger. Skem tries to leap away, but Kiritich is going to find him. Meanwhile, GPK as well is ready to go, blinking up to the high ground. They haven't got the kill. Okay, finally they'll get Skem. Now GPK, they don't have the Aegis over to the Queen of Pain. So something, at least that OG going to be smiling about towards Yan, but it's not too big of a smile considering it's still a 3 for 2 in the exchange.
Still a pretty good fight for Betboom. Of course, they do lose the Quap, which, like you said, makes it a little bit nicer for OG, but not great. You just lost another tier 2 tower. Aegis is still up for another minute and a half. That's a full crit now. Not Daedalus yet, but a small crit completed on Kiritich. A couple of nice arrows, by the way, in this fight. I believe the first arrow connects on the Queen of Pain and the second, on the Mars. The second on the Queen of Pain, something like that. But yeah, long duration stuns. As you can see, Mars dies because of it in the end. But this fight was just way too difficult to take. They didn't have split. Brewmaster wasn't really able to accomplish anything in this fight.
Top lane, we're gearing up for a fight by the looks of it. Everyone is bringing their forces to this side of the map. Early finger of death, and now Radiant are ready to respond. Bunch of hate on to save. Nico, is he going to be able to stop any blinks away? Kiritich is out under cover of the Meld. He's starting to hunt down GPK. He's also going to get a glimpse of Miro, which is a lot of the teamfight control. They're making it a bit more difficult for the Mars to be able to spellcast, but this Brew Split is pretty wasted.
It's pretty wasted, and it just died quickly. Like, these Brawlings are just dying. Queen of Pain with the Shadow Strike damage is very annoying. It applies on all 3 Brawlings, and they're running next to one another, just dishing out a lot of damage.
This lead is not growing a whole lot though. The Aegis will now be out of the hands of Kiritich. But still, nonetheless, what they got off the back of this advantage is a bunch of map control. This is the last outer tower. It's actually going to be claimed.
Yeah, pushing high ground probably would be ill-advised, even with the Primal Split being on cooldown.
And save knows. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to land the Earth Spike, so he's going to be able to sidestep that, and we'll be fine on Skem. They are setting up on something bottom. Yopaj runs under a trap, though. It's not still seen at the moment. Setting a pretty good position. I'll get a glimpse of him now. Reconfirm. I even see Tim's as well. So a lot of information for BetBoom.
A lot of info which is allowing them to basically make use of the full map. They're just farming everywhere. And yeah, they're just getting a lot out of the map right now. That's a Daedalus. In what? 200 gold? 100 gold down TA. She needs one wave and she's got it. This is basically the part of the game in which TA really starts to hurt.
See if they're going to be able to address her in this fight. OG really ventured too deep into BetBoom's side of the map. Oh, you're push again. Uncharacteristic. There's two moments this game. We saw that previous one with the BKB jumping down by their jungle, and this one a little bit slowed. At least he doesn't BKB this time.
Lag, you know, you always blame
Yes.
these kind of situations on a lag, because this is like, what, 3 times in a row that someone has just blinked out from his initiation.
Speaking of blinds, so who do you want Natsumi to be prioritizing in these fights? And you know, with the Manto, you mentioned very good against a TA. Do you want him to just be jumping TA, or does he need to prioritize other heroes?
Jumping TA is definitely an option, but the supports need to die as well. Like, someone needs to clean those up.
Oh, there we go. This time it's going to be better here. They got the vision to be able to make it easier, but the arrow was a little bit too late, so Kiritich was able to find the BKB. He's going to be protected with the Sonic Wave, which would pull some of the heroes away, but Natsumi's still locked onto his target, so there is our answer. If you get on the TA with the Abaddon, you will be able to win the man fight with some assistance, but still they're going to have problems because what a follow-up. BetBoom are waiting for their opportunity. No Templar Assassin, no problems, because meanwhile Nico, any stuns, they got multiple. That TP was ambitious. That's a gem gone as well.
Yeah, very optimistic TP. TA dies, by the way, because of the Sonic Wave. I think she was not supposed to fall, but the Sonic Wave completely misses the Abaddon. He was kind of too close and on the edge of it. So, unfortunate for Kiritich this time around. I don't think it was really on him that he fell. They initiated on him. They don't really have too many saves for the TA, but yeah, in the end, it's still an all-right of a trade. 1 for 3. Your Queen of Pain is getting richer and richer. Besides the Lincolns, she's got level 20 now as well. With some extra damage on the Scream of Pain. Comes very nicely with the Shadow Strike and Aghanim Scepter. And you'll see it right here. Like, the initiation was good. He decided to stand and fight because of the fresh Daedalus. But the Sonic Wave, yeah, it just doesn't move Natsumi away. To be honest, I think he still had Manta, so he probably could have Manta'd it. But in any case, an alright fight for BetBoom boys. Now they can probably, after the Tormentor, move straight into the pit.
Who got the Ag shot? GPK got it, so okay. Another game we see the Quap shot thanks to the Tormentor. Arrow will be far too late. You said that they can easily start to swing this towards Roshan. There is a double damage as well that unfortunately GPK is not going to get. Yopaj will find that.
Fortunately for Yopaj, she's got Arcane Rune and double damage. They just need to get the courier to the side shop and Brewmaster will have Refresher. All of these items are nice, but they're not there yet. They're not there and they cannot smoke up to defend Roshan.
Another free objective for BetBoom then. Ages in the hands of Kiritich. You got the Banner now to work with, of course, as well. It's actually going to be offering the Silver's Edge in a game like this. So we have seen that they've multiple times have tried to go for Natsumi. I feel like they have the burst potential before the borrowed time is actually activated, but this will be potentially easier now with the break.
If you can break him, hex him, maybe silence him after with the pop.
Sit there. On the mark there with their combination. Is this a high ground where you're feeling comfortable at this current stage of the game to walk up, or is there something that you're waiting for?
Considering they have the banner, I do think that it is possible to go high ground. They probably feel that they are 11k ahead, 33 minutes in. It's quite a lot. They have a BKB on TA, and it's not an easy hero to take down. But let's see, though. Double Brew ult would be a problem.
First set of problems, so at least for OG, is going to be dealing with the banner.
Maybe
Have him?
Maybe with Mirana or SD, they can deal with it.
Save is ready to jump as well if anyone tries to go for it. Bloodthorn was just completed. Oh, Miro gets a jump in. Nice initiation over towards Sims. They actually don't have the damage at the moment. So Kiritich from the front line because the backline Abaddon and Brewmaster's making space. GPK is super deep, but he's got no detection to help with the dive. Now, meanwhile, Mars is cycloned up in the air. Kiritich once again doesn't really have anyone to play with him. They're going to be able to deal with the Aegis. Not a bad start for OG. How do you set up for a second round? Yopaj going to stun him up instantly without the BKB. They've killed Kiritich a second time. And now he has also the Queen of Pain's in trouble. Quap's going to be able to get the blink away. Meanwhile, Nico pretty much solo kills the backline. Save was having a bit of a difficult time with dealing with the Brewlings and OG. A great defense from them.
A great defense once again, by the way, on the back of detection. Like, they just didn't have detection to take down anyone. They jumped in super deep. I feel like maybe they're pushing their luck, like going high ground without any pickoffs against the Brew with Refresher. It was a fight that was difficult to make from the get-go, but not having detection was the last nail in the coffin, right? Like, they just couldn't take down anyone while diving under the tier. Actually, not under the tier 3, like under the tier 4 at that point. The gem was on Mars, but it's not really only on him. Like, you can still buy some dusts on Quap perhaps and carry them around if you're making these kind of plays.
How do you think that push should have gone for Bedroom? Do you agree with forcing the issue when you have Bennar and TA just sieging? Would you rather than just right-click instead of forcing the fire?
Exactly. I think if you're not committing, if you're just keeping your distance, maybe that's a little bit better. Because you could see that OG were really hesitant to engage in the first place. It's only after they got jumped on that they could do the same. Because if you jump OG, then the Brew is able to jump the backlines and split. And he just solos the supports, right? But if you don't jump them, then the Brew cannot go in, as they can deal with the Brewlings. As long as TA is around, she can literally solo the Brewlings at this point.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Potential costly mistake though for Bedboom. Still would have had the Aegis for another 30 seconds. If of course there wasn't any fight or anything, but you don't even get the tier 3 tower, and now this leads it's 6,000, and also, dude, Natsumi's top net worth here on this Abaddon. This guy is farming up a storm. Top lane, they were setting raiding though. Oh, jumped into the earth spike. Tim's. Oh, what else could you do? Unfortunately, felt like he had to jump inside the arena, a bit difficult. The Shadow Poison as well with the spear location pushed him away. It gives a kill over him. A big one on the Yopaj, who was starting to catch up well and truly this game with the Dino.
Yeah, it was looking better and better, and the silver lining, or something that is at least good for OG, is the fact that Roche is not up, right? So there isn't really, probably there isn't a lot to take away from this, but they do have Refresher on Mars. Are they going to push high ground with this? Like, they could refresh the arena if they really want to commit. Silver Edge is there on Kiritich, BKB as well. Oh.
Looks like this time they won't force the issue. Happy with the objectives. That's what they wanted previously. I'll take them a couple of extra minutes to be able to find it, but nonetheless now furthering their lead in this game one. Now either side, you see kind of how the setup needs to be on the map. We're going to have to beeline back towards this mid area. Get control. Roche is going to be a spawn down bottom. See, that will favor Dire with the outpost control. So question as the game goes on as well is, what value are we going to see out of the OG supports? You compare versus the Lion, the Jakiro. Jakiro maybe with his itemization a little bit more, you know, especially Scepter as well is going to be quite nice inside the arena. Or Lion with any control is enough. GPK, they pop the Lincolns, they get the Bloodthorn out, but Natsumi's getting body blocked. It's also got a bit of a problem with being controlled, so unable to actually right-click GPK.
Mirana ult. This is the impact, right? Unfortunately, she just runs straight into a Mars with the gem. I know you questioned like these two supports. Mirana already has had some use, right? Like even that one fight on the high ground was basically won because of her ult. But I also can see where you're going with this. It's a little bit easier to have impact with the Jakiro, with the Lion. Shadow Demon, of course, always has impact with...
yeah, that support's good.
Yeah, whatever he's doing, he probably will have impact.
We have seen though, you know, it's pulverized into arrow again. You know, you do not have a save on Dire. Force Life, I suppose, from Kataomi to potentially push them out. That is something. Save as well is going for his own Force Life, so they are aware that they just need one stun to set up for Skem's arrow inside these fights.
Yep, you can't force out of pulverize though, right? Like you're still in his grasp. But versus everything else, yes, you can. Demonic Purge also a little bit of a problem. Rush will roar, but I feel like in Series 1 and Series 2, teams are way too late to invest. Even if they want to, like this smoke right here. Sure, you smoke, but Rush is gone already. You're playing versus a TA. There's absolutely no way in hell this is quick enough.
Mirror tries to get the jump, but the response is going to be there for the pulverize as well. Dire a little bit slow to fall off with Mirror. Mirror will die, but still, oh my god, it's so much damage from GPK. Level 25 Queen of Pain, but they've only just got a 1 kill. Nico does drop. GPK is still going to be okay though in the middle of the team fight. Look at him just standing his ground. Arrow will connect, but now you're not going to have the Abaddon to fall, but the stun lock and Kiritic, he's starting to crit down some of the members. He's got a triple kill, looking for more. Yopaj will be super close.
It's another buyback, but they don't have buyback on Brew. They don't have buyback on Abaddon. By the way, he refreshed. Brew refreshed, but he didn't get to ult after. He just died immediately. I think he was saving it for like the last moment to pop that refresh and use his secondary ult. But without that ult, this fight was absolutely clean. It was always an easy fight.
This time, potentially going to be able to kill him. Blink. Oh, a little bit awkward. The silence as well, yeah, from the blink. And now Yopaj is going to have save point blank here with a finger of death. And 70 seconds without your mid laner. You went for the play to potentially give you an opportunity to maybe set up a defense without GPK, but now he's going to get the cheese given over to him. Pretty much full resources. This is mega creeps, and this is more than likely game 1.
More than likely, mega creeps, they do have the split, but only one. No refresher for 100 seconds. Holding this is next to impossible. They have a BKB as well on Blue. They had it in the last fight, but yeah, what can you do when Mars is zoning you in the fountain?
Do another arena like that. Come on. Refresh. BKB again. Oh my god, dude. Save out. Some pro players is just too goddamn good, man. Hang on. Where did the Aegis go?
Yeah.
Can they kill him again? Kiritich has got BKB. Arrow does connect, but he's going to be fine. Natsumi getting control behind the throne. He's going to run through the arena. They've at least delayed long enough for Yopaj to be alive, but they've still got some problems. Bedroom haven't left their base.
They want to
Guys, it's like lift, you gotta go. They're gonna jump now, but everyone else can just really turn to deal with the buildings if they want to. Kiritich, so they'll secure the kill. It's a nice rock throw on the backline. A 4-man from Yopaj. What the hell?
Can they end?
I feel like it, but it's also, it's a bit spooky. They'll get the spear, and when the Mega's inside the base as well, Nico's gonna try and disrupt the backline, creating some chaos. I mean, what GPK's doing the exact same thing as well. Yopaj, I'll get the dino. Yeah, I mean, surely this is root, right? We saw how quick Natsumi was able to kill the Templar Assassin, but he's having a bit of a problem with GPK just outrunning him. And that's going to be all she wrote here in our game 1. So 44 minutes it takes Bedroom in the end. They'll be victorious.
Yeah, this was a perfect example of a co-op running wild. Just wild.
Convincing as always. So let's see how Kiritich is going to be able to perform, and everyone else will shape up as well. Overall though, exciting. We got a couple different heroes. You know, Nico and his Comfort Darkseer, Yopaj and the Monkey King. We haven't covered a Kez game so far. No, we're getting it a little bit so far in Wallachia, in some of the other games. She played at Spirit. I'm sure Liquid, of course, would have pulled it out probably. So, see how Natsumi is able to perform with this hero.
Oh yeah, baby.
Such a good voice line. See, I'm intrigued on if there's any shenanigans from GPK on how he plays this lane. And you know, we again saw previously Yopaj, he had to be in the role of playing from behind, and honestly did quite a good job at that in some fights in particular. So it was.
There's maybe one difference here. I think Monkey King is quite out of meta, right? Like, it's a hero that hasn't been played as a counter pick in a lot of games where it looks like a free Monkey King game mid. And versus Ember as well. I feel like Ember, the moment he hits 6, he already starts making moves on the map. That's maybe one difference between Ember and Primal. Sure, as Ember, you cannot take stacks to recover, but you can still make plays. The moment you hit 6, like, you are kinda activated. You don't have to have all too much farm from the mid lane. But let's see. Let's see. This game could be broken on the mid lane once again.
Well, it's not a good start. Getting a range creep denied. Yeah, it's okay. He got the 3 other creeps that were there. And bottom lane, Natsumi. That's also not how you want to start. Looking like he's going to be run down and killed off. Miero thought he went to the right side, but it's not going to matter. They'll finally catch up to him. And okay.
Yeah, pretty good start for the Slardar, right? This is a hero that is another one of those double bracer enjoyers on the offlane, so allowing him to buy them a little bit earlier is not incredibly great for OG.
What is, I meant to ask you in the draft as well, why do you think they went for the Hoodwink instead of some of the other options that maybe combine a little bit better with the Darkseer?
I'm not really sure. I think they might have just valued the Hood, and maybe they thought that the normal playstyle would just not work. Like the playstyle in which they go in and they just double Iron Shell, you know? Maybe they thought that was not going to be a very good option versus the Tusk SF. There's still like crazy amount of damage between these two.
Heritage. Gonna be back with an early level here from Nico, and he runs down SF. And we'll try and get up to Kataomi, but will not be able to do so. So nicely done from Tim's, and honestly the fact that the Darkseer was close enough to be able to capitalize with the aggressive start that they were putting onto the Hoodwink, being out of position.
It's a pretty good thing for Darkseer indeed, because he gets level 3 out of this, right? Like, now the power spike is actually there on top lane, as they've got level 2 Iron Shell to work with.
And importantly, they drag the lane back as well, and Nico does a good job as well to de-aggro the creeps. They do still lose the range, but now with a little bit longer length of the lane to work with here with the shell, the trees being back up, we are going to have to see Kiritich and Kataomi play accordingly. Bottom lane as well, save. So he's going to be ran down too. Does try and use the whip to be a little bit frustrating, but Natsumi's on top of him. Got actually a bunch of health stick along with the fairy, I believe he used. Well, there you go, Kiritich. Oh, walk of shame.
And the level 2 Iron Shell actually doing some God's work up on top lane.
Maybe just waits for his TP. I guess 5 seconds, so it's going to be back up. Missing some crits. Apparently, Yopaj is here. Because GPK is doing some weird stuff as well. But do you want to be fighting top? Like, Yopaj would love to have a shell given over to him. I guess you do have to be concerned about some of the raises that are flying out. Even on the other side of the map, we got some kills. So this is a action-packed second game. It's a nice shot to hold back Yopaj, but it's not going to matter. It's a double kill. Dude, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's even after giving Slardar first blood. He's got double bracer, he still dies. And that's the amount of damage that Jakiro plus Kez can dish out. It's a crazy game, by the way. This is the chaos that you kind of want to have, I guess, if you're Betboom, but without the dying part. Because you want to mess up the lanes, right? Like, you don't want to be laning Ember into a Monkey King. He's already 2 levels behind, so... Unfortunately for the Ember, he was followed top. But yeah, this is the kind of a playstyle that you want to adapt. Just to make sure that Monkey isn't following you the next time.
Yeah, I'm not too happy seeing my First Blood Mirror Slaughter have pretty much the same last hits as the Ember. Something... Is this... I mean, I don't really understand the Kez here. I don't know how good he is inside the lane. I know that Kira is a stupid laner.
Yeah.
They do eat the double crush. Apparently, you give away a couple kills. It is not a problem from Betboom. They're going to be able to find Skem. They're wanting to run down Natsumi, but he's got the grappling hook.
Yeah, if they didn't... if they connected with the Implement Arts, maybe they could have continued chasing, but without that... Absolutely no way. Kez is a strong laner. He is. Like, it's not only Kez, of course. He's laning with Jakiro, so these two combined are pretty good. Lane.
Yeah, movement from Tim's here, and look, it's going to be another kill, dude. OG, they're everywhere. You secured your side lanes, and now you're looking to try and dumpster mid even further. And again, I mean, Yopaj is going to be loving life. It's like... Yes, finally, I get to play Dota.
After the last game, for sure. I'm always worried about the impact that Monkey King has post-laning stage, like how he finds the right moves and the rotations, but there's a lot of heroes that he can jump on this game, like all the supports, SF as well, so...
Okay, bottom, we'll watch Skem go down. We're going a little side camera as well with a secondary kill that's going on. For me, will be a little bit frustrating, but Yopaj is up to 2 kills. You're questioning like how he's going to enter the early to mid game. Do you like the item build he has currently queued up? It's got the diffusal into the BKB. Do you feel like this is one that can make it a bit easier? Hold that thought. He's still got a Jingu to work with. You need some TPs coming out. The chains will make it a little bit more frustrating. Yopaj, one more right click until he gets an extra Jingu stack. They're going to try and run GPK down. Duke's on the tree line. GPK will finally die. Yopaj can he get the right click shot? Isn't actually going to try and go for it because he could just use Tim's bushwhack to escape. Now, with the Implement Arts will actually be on the mark.
SF, by the way, dies at the same time on top lane. Yopaj should be fine with the Jingu, right? Heals up. and he's out of here. But I mean, they got SF and Ember at the same time. That's just the wall, by the way. Sure, Jakiro was around, but that was more or less just Darkseer on top lane.
SF haters rejoice as well, seeing we have 3 deaths to start the game. Nico gets all the shots once again. Dude, Tim's bushwhacks. I mean, he's everywhere so far. And when you combine with a level 5 Jakiro already at this stage of the game, I mean, these supports are doing so much damage. SF just TP'd back into the lane. He's gonna have to find a home somewhere else. This place is not safe anymore.
This is the kind of a play where usually your Ember TPs, right? Like your Ember TPs, he counter plays, but he cannot. Like he's 2 under farmed. He's not 6 yet.
Your Page? Not anticipating Miro actually leaving bottom, and a perfect movement. The slide unnecessary to be able to put a halt to what Yopage has been doing so far.
Good read from Euro. Like he's like, okay, I have to do everything myself, kind of a play. So rotates from bottom. Does, of course, free up Kaz a little bit, but it's worth it.
So I can maybe get a quick break in the action here. Moment of respite considering all the kills. We got 16 so far, about to be 9 minutes in. A couple of TPs top because they see a freebie by the looks of it. Mr. Skem waltzed on a little bit too far.
That's the level 6, of course, from the Ember. Darkseer a bit harder. He does have mech. He's stuck. Ember's stuck.
Is he still stuck? Oh, nice snowball. Pulls him out. Like you said, yeah, Darkseer playing with the mechanism, but the shard still make sure he's not going to be able to move away. I don't think they've got the damage with the sharpshooter as well. So this is a big kills. Is GP going to get ran down from illusions?
Maybe with the
my god, Tim's might just kill him. He's got the slide to potentially dodge the bushwhack. Will rely on the Rendon instead, and he's going to be able to get out. Absolutely he is. Natsumi. Unfortunately, maybe 2 seconds too late to get the kill in the Ember, but we'll at least get something out of it. So a bunch of gold and experience given over.
Look at Monkey though.
Yeah, what's your Paj doing?
What's this little creep doing? Like he's hunting.
Wait, do they know? They know. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna guess right on the Quelling Blade.
He was scouting with the courier, right? Like they were scouting a little bit, trying to see if Monkey is right on those trees, but yeah. Cool start, by the way. Very good start for OG. They're already 4k ahead. They've got Greaves on Darkseer.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
They just have to utilize them. I feel like at this point, they should definitely play the game actively. Not just sit back and farm. Like, this is the kind of a situation where you can truly utilize the Greaves, the utility that he brings with the level 4 Ion Shell as well.
Yeah, it's not just him as well, it's everyone else. I mean, the support's at very high level. We're going to see that come into play here. Should help net them a kill into Kataomi. They feel like the Wukongs is necessary just to push back any reinforcements. GPK is still thinking about making something happen. Hang on a second, GPK. One stun, boundless follow-up if they got the damage inside. He's got a Ren that just gets away, but the vacuum almost enough, and he doesn't actually tick out the liquid fire.
Yeah, the vacuum was a bit late. I think he got that moment there to get away. It wasn't really like the perfect setup. Maxed out vacuum, by the way, on Darkseer as well. Level 1 surge.
Interesting. Huh. Have you been kind of dabbling with this a little bit, or have you been the 144 or whatever?
Yeah, I'm a surge maxer. Vacuum has a lot of value, of course, but so the surge. The cooldown reduction is kind of ridiculous from level 1 to level 4.
Even doubling the duration as well, maxed out. Go punch off the back of the haze, should be another free kill. And this is Diffuser Blade that's online as well. He might actually be able to run down GPK. He's got to run it further back. We're going to go bottom. It's a little bit early for the Wisdom Room, but he does see potential kills.
Mid lane.
They're really going to be able to get the kill. No. What?
There's just more than enough damage from the Monkey King right now. He's level 10. About to hunt down Kiritich as well, by the way.
Has fallen.
Or at least an attempt is being made by this tree. SF, he knows.
Oh. Okay, hang on a second. Can anything happen? Katomi's going to try and help Kiritich. He will be able to get away. Yoropaj kind of cute here with the change of guard, but you're wasting some of the time from Kiritich, making him feel not particularly safe, bringing some supports up here. Do you have the blink online though from Miero? And what a fast Battle Fury as well for Natsumi. He's had this already for quite some time by the looks of it. His Band of Elven's King completed.
It's
1250, okay.
cool build from him, by the way. Battle Fury Manta. I'm seeing a lot of like a stock standard Falcon Blade Dezo into Aghanims. This is a bit more late game oriented of a build. On the Kez.
Dire are scanning.
What's Mickey's build? I don't remember.
I think it's this one, right? It depends on the game.
Probably, I imagine. Just don't know if there was one he was preferring. Katomi, hang on, this is actually looking a little bit dicey if the Tusk can stay alive long enough. He's got two heroes coming from behind with the smoke. Raiden also converging on the area. They're going to try and blow up Yoropaj here with the wheel. The nuke, is it actually going to be enough if SF gets in range? Yoropaj, not enough health back here with the lifesteal. But Raiden, they are beelining over. Natsumi's going to fly over the top of the grappling claw. They got the TP out importantly for the Shadow Fear. Miero is also able to blink away as well. So a nice sequence of events for Dire.
Yeah, this couldn't have went much better, right? Like they get the very big kill, the biggest kill in the game right now on the Monkey King. And they managed to get out afterwards. I feel like the standard build, by the way, on Kez is the Dezo build with Yags with the BKB, but I've seen this one as well. It's all right. Like, you farm a bit better with it, and you're not as reliant on staking fights all the time. Dogs here.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna go for the easy kill and Skem first. Is he actually easier? Miero, okay. Now that he has the Blink Crush back up, we catch up the Jig Hero. GPK was starting to swing on over, but that's also Bedboom doing a decent job, honestly. You know, this lead isn't growing that much over the past minute or so. So the past couple of moments from them has been okay.
Wait. Miero is doing a pretty good job. He's carrying. He's carrying.
Wait, what did I say?
You said Bedboom. I mean, I agree with you. I'm just joking. It's Slardar that's carrying them super hard at the moment. But yeah, I know what you mean. Tims?
Might even be able to get Tims. Another opportunity created for Miero. Yoropaj is nearby inside the river. They've also got Natsumi that's going to fly on over the top as well to be able to deal with Save. So, Save actually does get up to the high ground. Nice use the souvenir.
Jinxed him. Jinxed Miero the moment we praised.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Yoropaj gets the kill, snipes him in the end. Like, he's relentless. I love the Monkey King playstyle, and I know you asked me about the item build. I don't know if I answered. I love the Diffusal BKB. I think it kind of does exactly what it needs to. It gives you some aggressive potential with the Diffusal so that you can stick on top of targets, and then on top of that BKB just survivability so that you're not... Monkey King can sometimes feel like a creep when it comes to... If you catch him, he's as good as dead. And BKB, of course, helps with that.
I mean, your push is making the hero kind of look like could be a little bit more viable than what we've been seeing. I got too ahead of myself though. I know this hero has still got some problems. He's eyeing up Miero down bottom, but he surely is going to have Katsu Omi.
They're TPing.
Ready, of course, have the ability with it. Oh, they're cancelled on Timps. Both sides run them correct with the scan, and everyone else is they both will run away. What's GPK's catch-up going as well? Speaking of him, top lane. Oh, nice slide.
I think he used slide first and then the ice path. The ice path came in, right? Like it's... whenever you're initiating on an Ember and this happens, it feels bad.
Yeah, it's always tough. But you've done quite the job to be able to minimize how much value you're going to get out of GPK. Start from your Page. Bottom bedroom. Looks like they will be able to get an objective. It is getting traded though, so a tier 2 tower for a tier 1. Of course, happy with OG. Let's see if the Roshan is something that they're going to be looking at, because you want to be forcing some issues pretty shortly here, especially with the Crimson very close to being done on Nico.
Ember, no sleight of fist this time around. He has a remnant.
Shortly with the assistance of the extra control out of the ATOS, it'll be enough. And that absolutely will be the case.
He had the remnant, but no mana, by the way. I don't know why he used that one right there. It didn't really matter. Nothing changes.
We're going to try and jump forward. They get a quick cure to the Jakiro. They're going to be able to step away now. So in and out. Happy with the 1 life. Unfortunately, though, Roshan is already being eyed up from Natsumi by himself.
Oh, do you like this from SF?
What's he got?
It's not going right. Like,
I've been seeing it a little bit more. I don't particularly have a super big opinion. I've just been seeing it more regularly than not, where you... I can't... I think... I wonder, does this actually improve your farming speed or not? With going the Yasha Kaya? I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, I don't care about the farming speed. It's like his impact in the game after the BKBs are up is going to be next to 0. And the BKB is already up on the Monkey King. We see a big rush with the BKB running down the mid lane. Yeah,
Well, speaking of the SF, tries to get the Requiem off before the Bushwhack, but Kiritich's game is going to continue to get worse and worse here. 5th death for him.
Yeah, maybe this is like some sort of a recovery build from him. Like, of course, this is like your casual mid lane build that you sometimes see on carries as well. But I like to see it on my carry when my mid can be a win condition as well. But not when my mid isn't an Ember that is literally gasping for air from the mid lane. I clicked on SF to see like, okay, what's the item progression? Maybe him and Slardar are going to be able to do it. Like, Yopaj. Keep in mind that this Slardar now loses some value as well, because the SF isn't fully right-click.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to look back. I know, I remembered, I know Pure is a fan of this build. I don't know if he does it in every game, but he does go right-click still in the end. You know, Yashakai, BKB. At least in the one game I looked at, he had Satanic Daedalus afterwards. So I think you do converge back, but it's just like you're speaking about this side of the game that where you want more right-click than not.
Yeah, he will. I mean, he has to go back into full right-click after this. He 100% will. Imagine this Giga Chat just doing like some Ags build styling on them instead. Refresher, Ags, Hex. It would be a bit too wild, perhaps.
Well, They're gonna have to come up with a defense here for the high ground. Not a bad start if they're gonna be able to get Yopaj off the tree. It's a massive amount of nuke as well. Yopaj actually just gone.
What the hell was that?
All right. Yeah, I don't know. And they're going to be able to get more as well by the looks of it. Kiritich is in with a combo, the defensive Requiem, just in case anyone else was here to follow up. And the Aegis is also about to kill it off without much value coming from it. Well, they go to the respawn. Can they keep Natsumi alive, get some separation? Going to play with a Raptor dance. That'll hold them back. It's not about pushback, but still Betboom. I mean, they're playing the fight perfectly. Jumping in one by one. Another round of the stun's going to be up shortly here from the arrow. He'll be in range here to close the distance. Now they've got the shards as well to make sure this hoodwink does not make it away. And Betboom showcase. We've got a game here.
What the hell was that damage? Just absolutely ridiculous on the Monkey King. Just beautiful. By the way, 2.3k damage dealt by a Ringmaster. Like every single one of these heroes played a part. But the way they initiate as well, they didn't even cut the tree, by the way. So Monkey was able to leap away, right? Like he was able to jump off the tree at least, but the BKB was on cooldown. That's the main reason why that fight looked so damn easy. Once Monkey is dead, like this is one issue that I have. Like there is no one to truly carry the shell in these kind of circumstances. Like everyone is just cowering and running.
Yeah, like your Darkseid doesn't want to be the first point of contact. He kind of plays reactionary. Wants to give a bunch of shells over, a bunch of surges, potentially counter initiate, but... So, I mean, is this where you, like, do you try and itemize kind of more tanky in a way for Yopaj? Just so this doesn't happen? Well, that was...
Bot lane, they try to use the arena, by the way, but they do not get GPK this time around, so no Wukong's command on the Monkey King. Can you itemize even? I don't think you can itemize in any much of a different way. Top lane, Tins.
There hasn't popped the BKB just yet. Might have to do so pretty soon, although this has the trigger discipline to recognize it's not necessary. Bushwhack will connect. Ice Path's gonna fall up as well.
Might be too
now
late,
we'll
no.
use it.
Yep.
It's a long duration, 9 seconds. Is he gonna be able to escape though? Atos should be able to hold him down, and no, so they got the BKB out of him in the end, and they also got the kill as well from OG. So very happy with that, and a little bit closer towards Dai's half of the map. Meanwhile, GPK does get the tier 1 town mid, so there's something for them.
If he instantly used BKB there, maybe he could live. Maybe he could survive, blink out after, but just being a little bit... Of course, being patient in a nice second. BKB is what you want to be, but too many heroes connected. Smoke up as well through the twin gate.
See how deep they go into Dai's territory. I suppose maybe they thought that the SF was going to continue farming down at the southern camp. Maybe they're actually linking up with Yopaj and Nico. We'll join with the team. So they want to try and control the triangle at the moment. It's just Kataomi here. Smoke hasn't popped as well from Tim. So just follow the choreo. Oh. Okay. Well, choreo will die.
To the creeps. Nothing more as well. Is this a dire smoke? Like, or is this like a meeting, special meeting from all the Batwoman players in their base?
Just hanging out.
Just hanging, yeah.
They're just kicking. It's a little bit fun, you know? They don't want fun. They're just gonna hang together.
It's just that all of their vision was on top. Like, if you look at their wards, they're all on the river. Like, looking at top tier 1 and top rune. So they didn't really know where anyone is on the map. That's why they're playing literally as 5. Meanwhile, Monkey farming one side of the map, Kez farming the other. Darkseid taking their ancients. This kind of a play is very good from OG. And it's really easy to make a mistake here. You show someone on the map, suddenly they're smoking up, they're getting a pick off, but they're not showing anyone. Like, they're pushing in with iron shells, with boundless strike. It's really disciplined and really good from OG right now.
So they're playing a bit of a 2-1-2 split at the moment from OG. Two of those heroes top lane may be eyeing up Miro. They'll instantly try and TP in Tims, who will get scouted out with this Absorb Ward kind of deeper inside the lane. So no one's going to die at the moment from Beppu. Meanwhile, Kataomi is also set up to seal the Wisdom rune. It will be a 1-for-1 in regards to the Wisdom at 28 minutes. Heritage? Yeah, don't... Ooh, okay.
They realized. They realized their mistake. They're moving back, but they're also smoking at the same time. How's Rosh looking? He's guaranteed to respawn in 10 seconds now.
13.
Yep.
Dire are scanning.
Itching for a fight. 7k deficit. They've done a good job to be able to stabilize this game and make sure this lead doesn't get too far out of control. And they are going to have this bottom wave that's completely shoved out from Europage once again. No one has continued to come back here. So with no one hitting the...
I think they might be able to. If they just commit hard. But they have to commit right now with tag team as well.
GPK is going to come back to start to try and create some chaos. They'll even bring another hero as well. Why is Nico not here? If a fight breaks out, you don't have your Darkseid. Yopa's going to BKB. He's surely fine. He's got the balance to be able to get some separation. But what was the call? Like, you don't get the barracks, you don't get Roche.
Yeah, they thought probably that Monkey is going to be able to solo it, so Darkseid went to set things up in the pit. But he was also late for the pit. Like, he was moving there. Just didn't get there fast enough. Yeah, I think strategically they just got outplayed a little bit on OG right now. Like you said, you don't get the side, and you also lose the Aegis. By the way, it took a bit longer than I expected for Bedboom to even take Rush in the first place.
Well, now Kiriti just got this level 20 and pretty close to the Silver's Edge as well, so right-click damage is slowly starting to build up here with the Shadow Fiend. Of course, his counterpart in the Kez has had this butterfly for quite some time, so you're going to have problems with going through the evasion. Well, the thing is, I mean, GPK also is net worth, all things considering. You know, it's not too shabby at all. He's getting close towards the Shivas. There's a pretty nice neutral item with the Whisper of the Dread. So he too is well and truly stabilized and recovered from the rough lane.
Yeah, needs, what, 1,000 gold more and he will have Shiva's level 18. He's activated. Even with the BKB itself, he's already able to make moves on the map, but this Shiva's is like a luxury item for him right now. Slardar going for Aghanims next. Also around 1,000 gold away from it. They are finding some items on Dire as well. It's not all OG anymore.
Just gonna get the shard.
Well, interesting, Hoodwink didn't buy it. By the way, 31 minutes in, Hoodwink still does not have a shard and will not have it after this as well. And it's still not buying it, by the way.
I'm sure he will instead of the Hex.
I'm actually surprised. I'm really surprised that he didn't buy that shard out. It's such a massive damage output increase for his whole team.
Yeah, so sometimes it kind of bites you in the back, right? Like, it's kind of greedy. You hope you get it from the Tormentos. You want some of the other utility items to be able to pay off, but then you don't get it, and now it's like, oh shit, what do I do? Did he buy shard? What
He
did
didn't. He bought out the Glimmer,
Okay.
which has some value, but you are playing versus Lardar with the shard, so the Glimmer is... I mean, it's going to mitigate some magic damage, but it will not save you. Shield Rune SF, by the way.
Heritage. Good position. Pops the smoke, so put a blink away. Even though they have this 7,000 net worth lead, even when they don't have the age and they're still wanting to try and take a team fight 6v5. Heritage giving them a decent amount of information to be able to work with. Miara's just inching closer. They don't see Yopaj at the moment on the trees, though.
Savaraj is up again, so he will be able to go and do the same thing once more, but you see the scan. Very good map awareness from OG. Of course, no one is showing on the map, only the Ember. Where could they be? They have to be next to him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The lanes are pretty favored, though, for Dire, especially with their current position with controlling the outpost, so they can cut top and mid. And bot's currently favoring them as well.
Top isn't, actually. Top is being pushed in.
I thought they would have cut the next wave.
Yeah.
One after.
I think they might have to go back even. Let's see. Yeah, Ember is TPing at least for now.
Doskem tries to get the force away, but Katomi's going to punch him up in the air. Yopaj will use the defensive Wukongs. And no way to keep them inside the ring. And now Bepip could slowly chase them down potentially. Miara's going to jump in with a crush. Yopaj has still got that extra armor for the Wukong's Kiritich. Important that they will get an illusion of the Shadow Fiend, so they're going to have to kite this one out. But can they continue to run them down? Like OG did use a little bit here. They're going to be cautioned. Yeah, they know this. Natsumi will use the Raven's Veil to help get some distance. Trying to put themselves in a position where they can set up a formation and maybe set up a trap on the high ground. And Betboom, they will be cautionary.
They smoke up. Aegis is gone. No BKB on
High ground.
Stardar.
Kiritich, Miara tries to get the jump. Kiritich with the blink in. But the BKBs are going to be there from Natsumi. Now we get to try and man fight Kiritich. Kiritich has to dip away. He's going to be fine, but Yopaj will not. They've killed off the Monkey King. A 4v5 GPK. Got another round of the spells pretty shortly here. Remnants are lacking, so it's going to have a difficult time to close the distance. Looks like all of OG are going to be out. So just the one casualty inside this fight.
Just the one kill, like you said, in the end. SF, he blinked in without Aegis, by the way. He had a BKB, but something tells me they could have committed a little bit heavier onto him. They had all the utility available, the Greaves, the Pipe, the Crimson. Like, maybe SF was killable there, because he used Blink very aggressively, behind enemy lines. Maybe it's just the lack of BKBs that prevented them from taking that fight again. Betboom kinda outplaying them a little bit in the last 5 minutes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, what? It was Miero at first. We're helping out a lot. Now it's everyone else pulling their weight so far. 2k lead.
Radiant's top tower.
Do you have to fit an MKB in this build from Kiritich? Like he's not even thinking about it with the butterfly. This is a hero that doesn't really work too well with it.
I think he does. Like, it's not the worst item on SF. He can right-click quite a lot versus butterfly heroes with the MKB, that is. But maybe he's just thinking that he has enough already and that it's not really super necessary. I mean, when I say enough already, like all the damage that he's dealing with the Requiem, with the raises, and all the damage that his teammates are dealing as well. It's kind of scary. Every item that you get on SF, you gotta know that the illusion is going to get as well, right? So
Yeah.
oh, both of them missing.
Yeah, both sides a bit of a swing and a miss with their initiation. So Dire gonna try and quickly dip over towards the high ground where they currently are set up.
Bot is pushed. Someone will have to defend it soon. Carty is there. Maybe not. The lane should fix itself.
They get the jump in. So this time the initiation's going to be there from Mio. Nice vacuum drag back. Team's actually they haven't secured the kill just yet. Eyes on where the Shadow Fiend's going to be able to find an angle to jump in. Kiritich is waiting here on the cover of the Silver's Edge. He hasn't found an opportunity just yet. No one has died. But importantly, they've used the wall and they haven't got an illusion of the SF, so it makes it a bit more easier for Kiritich. Just trying to force some reactions out, but it might be a little bit more than reactions. Kiritich gets the BKB, ducks away. Miero, though, the primary target is Natsumi. I mean, showcasing he could do a ridiculous amount of damage. Just needs really some stuns to enable him.
There's the stun. Bushwhack. It's just an Ember, though. He still has his BKB, so nothing can be done to him. These fights are extremely messy. In the end, did anyone die?
No.
Yeah, even the Tusk that was super out of position manages to get away. This free rush again. Like, they don't have a BKB on Kez. They don't have a BKB on Monkey King. This looks like a free rush once more. Just by not winning the fight, they are given a rush, you know, as a gift in the end.
It's a hell of a gift. It's a third rush as well. I mean, it's Refresher Shard you're working with now.
Yeah, but
I guess
in the end, a pretty cool build as well from SF. I guess his reasoning behind this is let's just pop your spells as fast as possible and stay alive. As the problem that he's having this game is the cast. Like, he gets on top of him and SF literally has to bail every fight. Any hexes on their side, by the way, on Dire? Nope. There is an interesting item, by the way. Aghanims on Ringmaster being queued up. Not really
okay.
Yeah, not really something that you see super often, but yeah, an additional box.
And how much do you value the double save in a game like this?
Until there are nullifiers on the other side, yeah, you have to value it quite a lot. It's massive, right? Like, you get to save anyone that gets initiated on. It's pretty big, especially when you have some mobility. Right now he has no mobility on Ringmaster, but he's got Aetherlance at least, so some extra range to catch people, actually to save people with. Smoke up, OG, ready to strike again. Time part 82.
This time is going to be a little bit different with converting onto a higher kill. Mirror, which, well, in and out, pretty quick and easy.
He's in the river, it's so hard to go on him. They have Swift Blink on Kaz, so this could be the fight. Like, they're really big on a lot of their cores.
So at this ward as well, but did you really want to jump SF?
Has Daedalus now as well, by the way, switched out the Kaya-san, Kaya-Yasha.
Still waiting to see this Natsumi Kez be able to do some kind of Kez shenanigans that we've seen from this hero.
Do you have the same feeling? Like, OG, they had a pretty good advantage. They were in a pretty good spot, but it's like they're missing something that can just go in and soak things up, like soak up the damage, so that this... I feel like Kez and the Monkey kind of feel a very similar role right now in the game. And maybe that's what's been a problem for them. It's like from minute 15 to minute 40, they don't really want to commit. Ember, another one.
Oh man.
You saw that, right? Like, again, he used Slide on the creeps to farm. And that's when they initiate.
Some days it's just... It happens, man. Sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not. What a opening that would have been though. GPK by himself, maybe guaranteed the wisdom room. You probably would have been too late for the tormentor, which goes the way of save. But now SF is level 25. Shadow Rays applies attack damage, and yeah, I know what you mean about not having this hero. That's the beefy man. That kind of makes it a little bit easier.
Darkseer could be that. He has a BKB now, so maybe he will be the one.
Speaking about the Darkseer, gonna try and initiate onto Nico. Nice force away. They haven't brought Natsumi back just yet. So still trying to get a little bit of farm on the other side of the map.
What's he searching for though? This high ground. Tier 3 tower will fall if they wait a while longer.
Gonna bring him back now to try and help deal with the banner. Send the illusions on forward. Meanwhile, GPK is gonna poke his head up as well. They'll have the wall, which now gives them a little bit easier of a time, but can you just... I mean, I guess Age is out in 20 seconds, though, so it's not like you can wait out for the wall and go back in. Looks like they were thinking about mid, but... have some creeps at the moment. Hey, can they still go for this push without Aegis, even with wall down?
Without Aegis, I think it's ill-advised to go high ground once again. Much better to get some sort of a pick-off, maybe smoke up once again. That's why OG are smoked. They know there's no more Aegis. And that's why they're hugging this high ground.
They are, but two other heroes aren't. Tims and Natsumi are actually gone for their own play. The two-man gang squad... where are they going?
If he's quick enough, he might find the DD. 2 more seconds. Yeah, he's gonna blink.
Oh, we got it. Okay.
And they're
What's the issue now?
God
Whoa,
damn.
whoa, whoa, all right, we gotta go, we gotta go. And the smoke's gonna expire surely. You might also lose Nico as well, but the initiation. Mira's just put himself on the firing line. He's not gonna know it just yet. They'll find Jakiro over to the right side. Chaos is gonna break out as Natsumi as well. He's gonna try and jump in. He's assassinated one. Meanwhile, the Ember Spirit as well has also been caught in the middle with a big hit from GPK. He's gonna be fine. Eyes back onto Natsumi. Importantly, didn't have any other support to enable some stuns, and now they're going to be able to jump in with a Requiem combo. If they got the nuke, they do. Raptor Dance is not going to be there. He's got a buyback, but he needs to use it shortly. But the heroes are starting to fall without him. When is it time for the second life? Curatic refresher, ready to go in off the back of GPK's Remnant inside the base. A big raise. Cuts away Tim's life, and Miero is not done just yet. Finally. Look at the buybacks coming through from OG. A massive boundless strike, bushwhack as well, but the Requiem does cover. Can they get to the tip of the game? Natsumi cancelled Curatic's TP. No, he's just forced to stand his ground and man fight, but he will absolutely not be able to do so. An OG, they hold the base. It costs them a couple of buybacks, but they are still in this game.
Yeah, it cost them a lot, but Natsumi, look at that damage, by the way, in the team fight. 11.3k. As much as SF, more or less, but it was an Arcane Rune plus DD Kaz. When he jumped the Ringmaster, it only took him 2 hits. Like 2 hits, and the Ringmaster just absolutely disappeared. I'm surprised that they weren't able to convert and get more kills with that DD. One of the main reasons is also he went on the Slardar after. Probably the hardest kill to go for, with the Slithering Crush, with the Diagonums and Cheese on top. They need to force some buybacks though. It would be great if they could force that SF to buyback or even Slardar, but unlikely.
They're gonna try and go through bottom. Hang on a second, GPK. We'll start with the Boundless. They'll follow with the damage from Natsumi. They're gonna have enough just with the lack of stuns. No, they don't. GPK protected with the box. Now those buybacks that you're hoping to force out, getting closer and closer to the respawns, and they're gonna have to pay respect.
This game is dead even when it comes to network, by the way. 1k advantage, and that's it. I feel like these kind of games are usually decided by who gets a Hex first, who gets a Nullifier first, who can get this good pick-off on a big core by revealing a big item. And when I'm scrolling through the heroes on Batboom, there's a Nullifier queued up, okay, on Ember. And on Radiant, there is a Hex, I believe, on No, Darkseer had it queued up, but he opts for Aghanims instead.
Hoodwink's got one at least, but it's going to take a while.
Yeah. I mean, Aghanims is also fine on Darkseer. He's got BKB, so he can actually get to right-click once or twice, even if he gets the illusion of SF, while SF is BKB, that's already value.
The room for mistakes here on OG. Very, very perfect with the plays off the back of those buybacks. They're going to make sure that they're here and around the Roche pit earlier on. They will not give away free Roche like we saw previously. We might buy out for the Nullifier as well on Monkey King, actually. He's opted for this. We'll see if he decides for that or if he wants to hold buyback.
It's really scary not to have buyback in this kind of a fight, because you have Outpost as well to TP to Spotlight. Does scout them, right? Like, he should know.
What are they saying? Oh, I got forced to the low ground somehow. How did he react in time? And GPK as well is not going to make a mess of this fight. Well, Europa Judy's got to be so careful he doesn't get hit from the impalement art. Maybe to scout him out? He's flying far out. That's so dangerous.
Those forces were just incredibly quick. Incredibly fast. Tusk
They're not
as well.
together at the moment on OG. Importantly, Natsumi isn't as well. They're going to get Yopaj inside the river. Downless able to get some separation, but the Rushback is going to be on the mark. And again, GPK knows his role. It's to create some chaos, D-ward, and get away.
They have the high ground now.
And more importantly, the outpost as well. So now they are the ones with the advantage in this position. They can utilize their buybacks. Have the extra numbers if it's necessary.
For now, keep in mind, 1 minute left remaining, and Roche will change his home. He will move down bottom. They have a good ward on the high ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think they know though, Bedroom. They were kind of pinging out where that ward was placed on Radiant. Seems like this idea. Nice positioning though from OG. You see, they're trying to utilize that far northern side away from the high ground, that cliff wall that Bedroom have. But they're going to give up the... Oh, hang on a second. This is super risky. Natsumi. Can he kill it in 10 seconds?
Impalement art?
They're going to see. They're going to come back though. Did they not? They didn't scout it?
Impalement art didn't connect. It disappeared.
Have they got enough stuns? No way. They're actually going to be able to freaking do this? Oh, he got tossed away.
No way.
And they got a DD now because they weren't there.
Oh, no way, dude. Oh, this is rough.
Wait, but now...
Just let it go. Let it go into the pit.
Yeah, hang on, what's going on? But now they're getting thrown. Why didn't he get thrown? Okay, but they're gonna get the Aegis nonetheless. They're... Wait, Yopot. Hang on. This is the real Monkey King, Yopot. What is he doing?
He's debating them.
Bro, my heart would be out of my chest if I was this. Yopot is giving them all the information they didn't know was the real Monkey King. Natsume's gonna find the Katomi Tusk. He actually won't be able to secure the kill.
They used cheese.
Oh.
No more cheese. It was used by Tusk. They handed it to him. I mean, it was a very crazy play to use the illusion bait that way. I mean, it's a cool play, but the illusion itself, the one was just standing there, and it kind of gave it away. I think that's why they still committed onto those two illusions that were running around. Dude, what a crazy... The game is really intense. You could see, like 50 minutes in, only 3k lead. It's like there's no room for any mistakes on one side or the other.
Well, absolutely not for Radiant for still a while. At least a minute 20 without buyback here from Natsumi, but importantly, he doesn't have gold as well. A massive problem here where Dire could find an opening. We do finally get the buyout as well from Yopaj. He's now opted for the Nullifier. Well, did finish it, of course, before previously was holding the gold.
I feel like they needed this nullifier yesterday. Like, it was a massive item, and it still is, of course. Escape back.
It's 50-50, sorry. What?
49-51 now. They got a percent.
Bro, what a game. Now we're gonna get Tormentor as well. If they got all their shards, they do. So Katomi was the only one.
Save is so filthy rich. Like, this hero, this Ringmaster was sitting on 4k gold almost, has Aether and Solar, now has a Blink. And by the way, all of these small items also have a lot of value on him. He doesn't want to switch his neutral yet because of the 100 GPM, but even Spotlight is doing a lot. Like, his shard that was given to him is doing quite a lot in these fights. One of better and easier way to deal with Darkseer, right? Just having Spotlight on top of the wall.
True. Even just your ability to scout out the monkey quite easily. The arts, the Spotlight. I mean, honestly, everything. Tame the Beast, the Will, the Wonder. But this Tame the Beast has a massive range. There's even a cast range as well with the T3 neutral. But importantly, buyback. What is the status at the moment? So that a backup here from Natsumi. The first stump of the bushwhack fall, and the ice path, but there's the defense coming through. Where's the nullifier?
Darkseer's gone.
They didn't get the nullifier. Meanwhile, Nico's just gone. They're also losing another support over the other side. Natsumi doesn't have the control to deal with GPK, so GPK's out with the Remnant. And oh, these are 2 heroes without buybacks, man.
Yeah, the only question is now, do they know? Like, Darkseer, if they checked his items, like, they probably should know that he bought out completely, but they might think that he has buyback. Let's see. They have the banner to work with.
Just give it up. You still got two other barracks.
1 more minute on the Aegis to work with. I don't think they're gonna go back. You do have 2 more sets, but soon it's gonna be only 1.
Absolutely, with how fast they're pushing. So what the call is going to be from Bedroom. Go for the all or nothing play. I mean, this is definitely... Oh, Natsumi. Go Page as well. Okay, it's okay.
GPK is in.
Is it okay? GPK Natsumi hasn't shown himself just yet. I mean, look at the patience for Natsumi, but what is he waiting for? What opportunity is he waiting for? Once everyone back alive and now they're up.
He's in.
Kuritic is going to be able to jump away. But doesn't hold anyone down though. Meanwhile, Yopaj is going deep, but he's going to be careful about the right click. It's a beautiful wall. Now they've got the Wukongs as well, but importantly, they need to keep them in a position. They're unable to do so. Dire just simply walk away.
Yeah, they just didn't have the control. They didn't have the control after the wall. Like, the wall, it was great, but nothing slowing them down. I think Natsumi made a mistake, by the way, and initiated on an illusion. Like, he just used a couple of his spells on an illusion immediately, so he couldn't get his mobility, like grappling or anything, into the wall to dish out the damage.
So we're going to try and take a fight out of the base here, even without these big ultimates. I want to try and go before Bedboom gets set up on the push. So you know how difficult it's been previously. They're kind of hoping someone runs blindly into this high ground. The Vision, they'll drop the ward. Oh, what a beautiful start from Miera with the Requiem Fall as well. You couldn't have asked for a better opening, and Natsumi is gone in an instant. He's got a buyback to rejoin, but these fights have looked all Bedboom for quite some time now.
They're just so damn clean. It's crazy. It's hard to play against.
I think got Yopaj as well. But they're going to have to. Meanwhile, we'll look inside the base as well. What's going on there? Because the buildings... Natsumi's on top of him, but without the Monkey King nearby, you don't have a nullifier, so Kuritic is protected. And Natsumi, Requiem's going to follow him. That's a dieback here for your Kez. Nico will try and do his best with the Shadow Finish. It's a great bushwhack as well, but it's just not enough. Yopaj will get some of the supports. Kuritic, surely, is he going to be able to do it? Monkey King, I mean, Yopaj is getting a bunch of health back here with the Jingu. They're going to be able to assist. He's got a buyback. So you'll look to rejoin, but Dire, I mean, they just have too many numbers. They've got all their own buybacks as well. Yopaj, it's an all or nothing to try and get the slider before everyone else is there, but it is too little too late. And Bedboom They'll get the series victory 2-0 and OG. They're going to start PGL Wallachia with 2 losses.